Today we'll be talking about the true origin of enduring success in the management of money, enduring prosperity and abundance. I met an expert a few weeks ago who felt that it was stupid to save at this time in Nigeria because of the low interest rate, of the valued naira, and of high, unprecedented inflation. So, this is what we want to address in this discussion. What is wealth? What is prosperity? What is abundance? I think it's pertinent to start by embracing a few definitions. Who is poor? A poor man or a poor lady is the person whose income is less than his or her expenses, meaning that such a person is classified as a debtor, someone who owes other people's money. A rich person is defined as someone whose income is more than his expenses and continues to be so. A wealthy person is different from a rich person because his income is perpetually more than his expenses, whether he works or he does not work. So, a rich person continues to perpetuate increase in his income and continues to lower his expenses by deliberate efforts. While a wealthy person is said to be liberated or freed from active participation in wealth creation and in expenses reduction. So, why is saving so important at this time? So, that's what we call the law of attraction. When you save, it makes you feel good. When you feel good, you attract goodness to your life. You tend to bring in good things to your life. When you save and the money is accumulating, you feel secured, you feel safe, and then you are able to sleep well in the night as a constant as a dictation from somebody who owes other people money, who worries about how to repay loans. You feel wealthy when you are saving, and the law of attraction states that what you feel about, you bring about. Why do you save? When you save and you have money, you have peace. And then when you have peace, that's the only condition where you can make progress. When you combine peace, progress, and patience together, you invite blessedness. You see, having money or keeping money prepares you for opportunity that is needed in prosperity. So saving is the first law of wealth creation. And then when you actually talk about saving, you are hitting at the core of frugality. Prosperity hinges on two pillars. First pillar is industry, which is hard work. The second pillar is frugality. And then when you are talking about saving, you're actually embracing frugality. And then you know that in the pillars of prosperity, it is 80% frugality and 20% hard work. So that is why people who work hard all the time actually are able to accomplish 20% of prosperity. So the people who focus essentially on frugality more than on hard work actually accomplish 80% of what is required to prosper. When you save, you cure lupus, you cure insomnia. Other things we have to bear in mind in saving is that it grants you hope. Because by the time you start saving, you know where you are going, which is the goal you want to achieve. That is, if you want to save you want to achieve 100 million in a particular frame of time, and you begin to save in pennies, it lets you know that you have started a journey. They say the journey of 1,000 years starts with the first step. So saving is the first step. And then when you take the first step, it grants you hope. They said, hope in the future grants strength in the present. So it's a seed money that you plant that can, you see, planting, saving is actually investing. If you can't save, you cannot invest. You have no money to invest with. When you talk about generating compound interest, you are talking about the beginning of generating that interest. The cumulative effect of your saving ends in investing. And then saving stimulates contentment and well-being. So, what are the benefits of saving? Part of it is that when you have money, there's a saying that you count your blessing. It's part of the blessing to count. When people say, praise the Lord, that is one of the things you think about when you want to praise the Lord for the goodness He has granted you. So if you have no money, you will just praise the Lord without feeling grateful to God. So having money lets you feel grateful. And then when you feel grateful, you invite more of what you are grateful about. And then saving lets you break the inertia in your journey towards prosperity. If you are poor, you have to go to prosperity. Prosperity will not come to you. So in going towards prosperity, you have to start the journey. You have to start the car. You have to press the accelerator. So the journey begins with taking the first step, which is in getting the first saving into action. There is a law of diffusion, which in physics, which says that objects move from from high concentration to low concentration. In money moves from area of low concentration to area of high concentration. Money moves from where money is lacking to where money is plenty, which is the explanation of that law that says that to whom that has, more will be added. from him that has none. Even the little that he has will be taken and added to him that has. So, money actually comes to you when you store money. When you conserve money, money comes to you. But when you lack money, money gets away from you. So, the beginning of having money is to deliberately have money. And then money will begin to come to you. To deliberately have money, that is what we call saving. If you have no money, you can't have money. If you do not exercise the deliberate conservation of fund, then you cannot prosper. You see, money is a way of training the mind to relinquish attachment to everyday spending. When you keep money, when you have money, and then you think about possessing the money, it lets you think about using the money, spending the money. But when you detach yourself from, you forget the money you have saved, that requires training the mind in forgetfulness. It's very difficult to keep money and let it be. You understand? So saving lets you train yourself, train your mind to keep money and then let the money be. You see, when you keep having money, you begin to imbibe what they call prosperity consciousness. This is very important in wealth creation. You actually imbibe the spirit of retaining money. Yes, you can prosper in spite of inflation rate, in spite of low interest rate, in spite of what the nation, what the president says about depression. If the president decides to announce that there is economic depression in the nation, you can choose not to take part. You understand? You have the option of opting out of the national calamity. Because what is the origin of the calamity? Because the economic advisors of the nation forgot about laying the foundation for financial reserve, from not giving priority to saving. You understand? Because of that, we kept spending and kept borrowing. So you can choose not to borrow. You can choose to manage your own economy properly, and therefore lay a foundation for prosperity and abundance. When you are poor, basically you invite fear. Poor people are always afraid because there is no readiness for emergencies, no preparation to avoid disasters or escape calamities. Therefore, there's a saying, and then you agree with me, that when you have money, you imbibe courage, you have fearlessness. When you have no money, you are afraid of what can happen. And then it is those who have no money that have fear, that misfortune tend to happen to, that calamities used to besiege. So one way of preparing for calamity is to save. And then the people who are prepared for calamity don't see calamities. It is the unprepared that emergencies use to besiege. So misfortune follow those who are not ready for it. You understand now? The people who save, they said one of the greatest luck factor is to save, is to keep money. When you keep money, you get luckier. You understand now? When you don't, misfortune, calamities will come in different directions. You see, if you work for salary or you work for profits, it's about the same thing. There are two things you need to do. One, you save to take advantage of opportunities. Two, you read to prepare for opportunities. So when opportunity comes, it should meet you prepared in saving, prepared in learning. You understand? So when opportunities come and you're not prepared, you feel stupid because you cannot take advantage of it in those two directions: accumulation of money and accumulation of knowledge. So, as always, the seed money to plant that can grow and flower and blossom to yield harvest is saving. So, what is the conclusion? Is that saving remains the singular origin of wealth creation, of prosperity, of abundance, of opulence. Saving is not arithmetic. It's not about interest rates. It's not mathematics. Saving is a behavior. It's a way of life that attracts and invites wealth, prosperity, abundance. It's a habit formation. It's adopting a habit that leads to character that leads to destiny of prosperity and abundance. So thank you so much.